Big Daddy Lenord talking to you. I am going to draw in my sketchbook today, and just thought you might want to be a part of what's going on. I'm here at the mall, and I got my little sketchbook. I would encourage artists to take your sketchbook with you wherever you go, because you find that it's going to be very helpful for you if you draw people in life. Now, you don't always have to draw people, but I think you can learn a lot from looking at people in real life and drawing from them, because you're going to see things in nature that you wouldn't be able to imagine. You're going to see people, and you're going to see the way they carry themselves is going to be very helpful to you as an artist. You need to be able to observe and to record what you see. So, anyway, here you go. See what you think. Okay, so this is a sketchbook, and I carry my sketchbook around, and I like to draw on it. So these are some of the drawings that I do. Sometimes I'm drawing people that I see. Depends on where I go. I caricature people. I like to do that. And I also like to draw cartoons of people. Just fun stuff. Doesn't have to be anything in particular. If I'm out having lunch with someone, I might draw them. So, usually I start out with a circle for the head, and I like to divide it up so that, the nose, because it's in the center of the face, I tend to do that first. And then I do like little outlines of the things that I'm going to draw, like the eyes. I'll outline the area where I'm drawing something. And I get that light outline. So like here, if I'm going to have her smile, I'll just do a very light outline of the smile so that I know generally where it's going to go. A lot of times I'm seeing things on the page before I actually draw them. So I'll imagine like where I want to put hair on a character. So, I'll draw the hair based on what I kind of see in my head. If I've seen someone that has a certain kind of hairstyle, I might try to imitate it or memorize it. So, I'll use what I see. I like to play a little game with myself to try to see, can I remember things that I see? And sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. It depends. But I like to invent. And you see how I'm doing like a little light sketch. It's a good idea to, before you commit yourself to a line, maybe just sketch it very lightly. This is the reason why it's important for you to understand basic structure on a character before you draw. You can always find things online that you can trace and imitate, but as an artist, you really want to be able to invent things out of your head. And so really what you're doing when you practice drawing from life and drawing and going to art classes and stuff, is what you're doing is you're training yourself to be able to invent what you want. So your mind is vast. The things that are in your head, you can invent all sorts of things. I mean, if you're just relying on what's on the internet, let's say you're just relying on other people's art, or even photographs or whatever, and you're tracing from that, then you're really very limited into what your creativity can be. If you can draw and create out of your head, now you have an inexhaustible supply of drawing where you can really kind of go to town and have fun, because your mind is open to all sorts of images, and sometimes you can invent things on the spot. A lot of times when I'm drawing, I'm inventing things on the spot. I'm not just drawing something. I'm not drawing things, and most of the times I'm not drawing things that I'm looking at. I'm drawing things that I'm imagining in my head, which I find as an artist, even to this day, to be way more fun than just copying something that I see in a book. Now, sometimes I copy other artists' work, because I'm impressed by other artists. And that's another thing that's really good to do as an artist, is you want to find other artists' work that you like and learn from it. Learn, like, what are they doing? You know, can you do what they're doing? Or can you pick up on what they're doing? Because all of that is really helpful. It's good to have a little kneaded eraser. Kneaded erasers are great because the kneaded eraser is great because it doesn't completely eradicate your drawing. It just takes out what you want, you know. So I like the kneaded eraser. You can rub the drawing down, you know, and go back into it. You can just eliminate just the things you want, you know. Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful with it, obviously, but it's a handy device to have. Okay, here's my drawing. Fun drawing for the day.